After nearly 2 weeks of explosive conflict between Iran and Israel, President Donald Trump stepped in to announce what he called a breakthrough, a ceasefire agreement brokered directly through talks with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. But just hours after that announcement, missiles were back in the sky. The ceasefire? Already in crisis. On the evening of June 23, 2025, President Trump made a dramatic declaration. Israel and Iran had agreed to a ceasefire, set to take full effect in 6 hours. This ceasefire will bring a necessary end to a dangerous and unnecessary war. Both sides will be allowed to wind down current operations before the truce is fully in place. The deal was reportedly struck during a phone call between Trump and Netanyahu. Israel agreed on one condition: that Iran immediately halt all aggression. Iran, for its part, gave a cautious nod of acceptance through its foreign minister. But just hours later, the ceasefire was already unraveling. In the early hours of June 24, Iranian missiles slammed into Beersheba, a southern Israeli city, killing at least 4 civilians. Israel's military reported 6 separate missile barrages, a direct hit to the fragile truce. Iran denied launching any missiles after the ceasefire deadline. But Israeli radar and reports told a different story. President Trump responded with characteristic urgency, this time publicly warning both countries. His message to Israel stood out. Later that day, Trump made clear he was not happy with either side, accusing both Israel and Iran of undermining the ceasefire he worked to establish. In response to the deadly Iranian attack, Israel didn't wait. Defense Minister Israel Katz ordered new airstrikes on Iranian regime targets, including in Tehran itself. The Israeli Defense Forces said over 15 Iranian drones were intercepted overnight, alongside the missile barrage. We will respond with force. Iran has completely violated the ceasefire. Israeli political leaders rallied behind the renewed attacks, calling them a justified response to Iran's actions. What was meant to be a cooling-off period quickly turned into an even more dangerous escalation. Each side blamed the other. Iran insisted its last strike occurred before the ceasefire took effect. Israel said Iran flat-out lied and accused the regime of using civilians as shields. This moment isn't just about missiles, it's about deep mistrust. Israel has long argued that Iran cannot be trusted to honor any agreement, and that it has a right under international law to defend itself, especially when civilians are killed. International law supports a nation's right to respond to attacks, as long as the response is proportional and targeted. But in this case, both countries claim to be the victim. Both accuse the other of firing first. President Trump's ceasefire announcement may have been bold, even well-intentioned. But its rapid unraveling shows just how hard it is to enforce peace between two historic enemies, especially when trust is absent and the stakes are deadly. A ceasefire in name only. And once again, the world watches the Middle East teeter on the edge of full-scale war.